girls. When you watch a show with a metaphorical buffet of beautiful characters, which one do you gravitate to? The classic, the moe, the tough girl? We can't help but pick a best girl or waifu. Here's the thing. These girls? They're all fake. No, I don't mean that they're because they're in an anime. That's not what I'm talking about. Not one of these anime waifu was ever actually in an anime or manga. In fact, no human artist drew them. This is the power of artificial intelligence. Well, technically just some clever scripts. Look how cute she is. I mean, would you not watch an anime about her? I totally would. It even gives you a little story about them. You can read all about the coding that goes behind this on their website, gorn.net. Apparently, it's pretty in-depth. These lovely people have created a means for us to have access to a brand new anime waifu every 15 seconds of our life, and isn't that all you really need? Hello everyone! Today we're going to look at two related websites. Both of them will provide you with your very own anime waifu. The first one we're going to check out is called This Waifu Does Not Exist. You can find it at thiswaifudoesnotexist.net. On the surface, it's pretty simple. Every 15 seconds, it gives you a new picture of some cute anime girl. It also gives you a little description. For example, a teenage girl named Hinoka is taken into the school and told that she is a demon that was introduced in her sister's dream by someone she loves. When she finally shows up, she is the girl with her magical ability. But the magic only works if she does not have it. The next day when she's going to the school, Hinoka is a little surprised that she doesn't have it. In the next episode, she shows up with her magic ability and is happy. The next day, she's surprised again that that magical ability cannot work, so she goes to the library and tries using her magic. On that day, she meets a cute little girl named Satsuki Yukari, who tells her that she is not the same person as the original girls in her dream, and asks when she was even born. Pretty sure the stories are randomly generated, because they're a little bizarre as well. That's really all there is to this website. And yet, not gonna lie, I could set this as my desktop wallpaper and be amused for a really long time. Now, if you're not so much into the randomly generated stuff, you can also kind of create your own almost random anime waifu. It's a very niche interest group, but it's really fun. So what you do is you go to artbreeder.com. So you can see there's some creations of all different kinds here, ranging anywhere from beautiful to just plain weird. What we're going to do is you go to create anime portraits, and you can pick random, which is basically the same thing as This Waifu Does Not Exist, or you can go to mix images. You can see I've done a few already. Create a new mix, and you need to pick at least 2 images. The only downside here is that the images they provide, most of them are not actually originals. They're ones that have been generated. So some of them can get a little bit weird, like this girl. You're kind of mixing mixes together, and so I kind of wish they would give you actual screenshots of anime girls to work with, but it's still pretty good. So, for this first one, let's take kind of like this one. I like her style. And second, I really like the glowy look of this picture. And it just makes another girl out of those two. It's so cool. So you can see it has the eye shape of the red girl, but more the expression of the blue and purple girl. The hairstyle is somewhere in the middle. I don't know how it's possible. The thing you can do to make it even more customized is you can adjust these little scroll bars, and it determines how much of each girl determines the content of the picture and how much of each girl determines the style of the picture. So I can turn this one up and this one all the way down, and then this one down and this one all the way up, and we get a totally different person. See, now it's the colors of this girl, but more the style of that one. And if we go the other way, we get the colors of this girl and the style of that one. And there's any combination in between as well. So you can really the results you can get with these are almost endless. It's great. You get tired of them, pick different girls. And these do randomly generate pretty frequently. So it's not like you're going to keep working with the same faces. Although some of them got weird. I think people sometimes try to make them weird because, frankly, it's really fun. Let's go for a more chibi look. So we'll go with this little girl and this one. Really, we didn't get a lot of this one in it, so we're going to turn her up a bit. Oh, how cute! She's like a little magical girl princess. So cute. You can also save the girls you create if you want, and then put them on your profile. I haven't done that yet, obviously. So I just press the plus sign, pick one of the girls, and it becomes part of my profile. I'm gonna just go ahead and add all these pretty girls. And you can even pick one as your profile picture. I haven't made one I like enough to do that just yet. Let's try one more anime girl, and then I'll show you other things you can do on Artbreeder. So you see we have a totally different selection of faces this time. I really like this one. She reminds me of Asuna. And just to see what would happen, we're gonna also go with this girl. Make it a little different. I like the Asuna one better, so we're turning her up. What we've created is something close to Miku almost. You can actually add more than 2 girls as well. This one is interesting because it kind of looks like something you'd draw in middle school. Oh, she got even more Miku. So cute. Oh. In fact, you can add... I really don't even know what the limit is. Maybe we'll do one more and try that. Oh, goodness. I don't know what's going to happen if I click on that one. It just changed her expression. Her eyes got a little bit wonky, but otherwise it didn't hurt too much. Yeah, I think this was better. Just yeah. There we go. That's fine. Okay. So let's try seeing just how many we're allowed to add. Now I've tried to an extent adding a bunch, but eventually it just kind of muddied out and became very generic. But we'll just see what we can do. So let's grab some normal ones and some weird ones. Oh, it's already so pretty. She looks like, is that the girl from Madoka Magica? Yeah, the blonde girl with the pigtails. She reminds me of her. Oh, so cute. Alright, well, we've got to ruin her a little bit. Ugh. Okay. I don't know how they even get these ridiculous ones. But, like, how did adding that make her more adorable? How? What the heck? That's like a... oof. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Ooh, she got a lot from that one. See, she just starts to morph very slowly the more girls you add. It's kind of like an average, I think. You know, and when you average things out, the more things you add to it, the less it really matters. And oddly enough, she's kind of starting to look like the generic girl I got the last time, except with a different hair color. Oh dang, somebody made that girl from that show I can't pronounce. We haven't hit the limit yet, though, of how many we're allowed to add. I hope this doesn't basically prove that Asuna is generic girl, because it's kind of the result we're getting here. Okay, it's changing so slightly at this point that it's almost irrelevant. But it's still letting us add more. How about I only add weird ones now and see if we can shift her toward weird. Yeah, no, not even. All those pictures, and she's stuck. She's just too generic at this point. All right, I want to show you real quick some of the other things you can do on Artbreeder, because even though anime girls is the main point of this video, I do also want to show you the other things you can do with this, because it's kind of neat. And definitely useful if you are, for instance, writing a story and you just need some character ideas. Honestly, I would stay away from general because it is creepy as heck. Maybe we can dive down that hole someday, but not today. I will lose brain cells. Portraits. Let's check out portraits, because this one is actually really neat. Again, we're just going to go to mix images. And it's the same concept. You get pictures that in most cases have already been mixed, kind of unfortunate. But you combine them together and you get somebody totally new. So here we've got what I believe used to be a Van Gogh. And let's mix him with this pretty Marilyn-like girl. So we end up with kind of a 50-some-year-old lady, I guess. Again, you can adjust the sliders. So... I always go for the extreme because it's the most interesting. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. Even though she just doesn't have a head above this here. Okay, let's try another one. This time, we'll try to make someone pretty. So this girl, and ugh, not her. Oh, she's cute. And see, they combine so nicely. Let's add one more girl. This one is pretty different from the other two. I think that'll be interesting. Ugh. It's so pretty. Like, it's so pretty already. And, you know, at first you just think, oh yeah, it's probably just identical to one of these. It's not, though. Like, it's actually kind of this girl's mouth, a nose that's between this one and this one, a little bit of this one. The eyebrows are like hers, but high like hers. I mean, it takes the features of all of them and it just mixes them together. You can kind of adjust things a little bit too. I mean, I don't know. This just blows my mind, honestly. The fact that this is even possible. Now, you can do landscapes. What you end up with is a little bit generic, a little bit muddy, but if you just need an idea for a fantasy environment, it'll do it. So, a cave and a sunset. See, it's kind of generic. Let's get a more cave in there. Starting to get interesting, kind of. Maybe some water. Yeah. Again, it's... meh. You know? It's kind of vague. Characters, this one can be interesting, but it doesn't work super well either. Let's take this dude and mix him with... See, the thing is, like, they're giving you mixes, and so they're already so messed up that they're really not usable. That's kind of my problem with a lot of this stuff. I'll mix him with this elf girl. So, we kind of got a more masculine elf girl. Let's try the thing where we turn the things up and down. Okay, so you've got a elf girl with the masculine face making a boring pose. Or a generic dude posing like an elf girl. It's meh. Really, the thing we're here for is the anime girls. I mean, this is the good stuff. Let's make another anime girl. It's so cute. Save her. Need another one. Now, if creating one girl at a time isn't even enough for you, see a therapist. But then you can press random and it will give you not one but 6 girls all at one time. They are randomized. They're not all gonna look nice, but it's 6 girls. Maybe it'll be like that thing on How I Met Your Mother of, you know, when there's a group of girls, they look hot. Maybe not. Oh, she's pretty. I think this girl has a partially formed twin. And that's about it. These definitely go in my category of websites to visit when I'm bored or when I just need character ideas. They might be useful if you're a writer or if you like to draw and you just find yourself drawing the same thing over and over again, or if you just really like anime girls. I can't judge. Anyway, thank you for watching. It's been fun. You can leave a comment below to tell me who was best waifu in this video. And if you like my content so far, feel free to subscribe. I'm hoping soon to start posting some gameplay. I promise this channel is not all anime girls. Have a great day!